Hello, 6th grade science classes. This video is to help you with your next project on extreme weather. Now we are going to be making a website using Weebly. The reason I like Weebly is because it is one of the easiest site builders to use. If you can make a PowerPoint, you can make a website. So, when you're doing your research, you have to look for the following things. You're going to be given a weather topic. For example, if I'm doing blizzards, I need a description of it. Don't just tell me a blizzard has snow. Am I looking for temperatures? Am I looking for wind speeds? Am I looking for specific features? And where in the world could I find this weather? Now, am I more likely to find it in the Northeast United States, or am I more likely to find it in Florida? And also, is there something that causes this weather? And give a specific example. If I were doing blizzards, I could do the blizzard of '77 that affected Buffalo, and how to keep safe if you're stuck in this weather. So if I'm doing a blizzard, I have to make sure I stay inside, stay warm, and keep a survival kit in my car. To make your life easier, we do have guided notes. You will get this handout on the first day of your research. Now, we know how to do research rather well, so we're not going to spend too much time on this. Now we're going to get into the actual how to make a website. We're going to go to Weebly.com, and we're going to click Try It Free. Again, you know my philosophy. If we don't have to remember another password, we're not going to try and create a new account. We're going to use our school Google Docs. Remember, this is your SM Dutch account. Alrighty, so first we're going to pick a theme. This is basically the backdrop. All of these pictures you can change. So even if I picked this coffee one, I could change the picture so it won't be coffee. But I like this green one, so I'm going to click that one. Now when we get started, we always choose a subdomain of Weebly. Basically, a domain is your www. For the district homepage, it's www.smasd.org. So, I would pick something that relates to your extreme weather. So if I'm doing blizzards, I could put that in. Now you'll notice blizzards is taken. So I could maybe throw some numbers at the end of it, like 125. And now it's available. So I click continue. Now, to first start out, I'm just going to quickly change my title of my website to the name of my extreme weather. Now, as much as our website loves to try and get us to use a template, I'm a firm believer in making things easy. So we are going to, as a class, go into Pages. And we are going to go into Home, and we're going to delete it. And we're going to delete the About page. And with the Contact page, we're going to change that. So remember, I told you what our pages had to be named. So, your home page is probably, I would put a description. Or I could call it, you could call it description, or I could call it my About page. When it talks about headers, that's this area up here. You can change that to however you want. We'll mess around with that later. I'm just going to pick one for the sake of picking one. When we're selecting visibility, you want it public so Dillinger can see it, and we are not messing with advanced. So, I'm going to hit the little back arrow up here. And I'm going to hit this little plus button and I'm going to add my next page. I'm adding a standard page. Now refresh my memory. We are going to do, where in the world can we find this weather? So, pick how I want the header. We'll try it like that. And then we click save. And then add my next few pages. Refresh my memory. And we hit example. So I'm just doing the first 3 pages for the sake of example. Now earlier I said I love this program because it's very easy. Basically you just take turns working on each page and dragging and dropping information in. Very similar to PowerPoint. So my description page up here, call that blizzard. If I drag a title in, I could add text. I could add an image. I can add all sorts of things. Now remember, we're not going to get too nitty-gritty with this. You're going to be using your research, so I'm just going to have my description and maybe 1 or 2 pictures. Again, the focus is getting the information on here and getting it so we're proud of it. Then I'd go on to my next page. So I could just drag and drop my text in to go. Again, very easy, very simple. No coding necessary. Everyone should be able to do this with ease. But I'm going to show you how to do a picture. If you were able to do ThingLink well, you will be phenomenal at pictures. So we find a picture we like, and I go into Google Images, and I find a picture of a blizzard. And Ms. Stolarski definitely needed to remember that sometimes things have more than one name, so you have to maybe be more specific. So if I'm looking for a picture of the blizzard of 77, which was a big thing in Buffalo, I could go in and find better results. So I find the picture I want. You right-click on the image, save your image as. Give it a place you'll put it in a place you remember. Give it a name you remember. Then go into your Weebly, click the Upload Image button, click the green button, and I find my blizzard image. Again, nice and easy. So, basically this website has to have 5 pages, has to be about an extreme weather, and has to have and has to have citations. In order for Dillinger and Slog and Hop to see this, you have to publish it, which means, so until I'm happy with it, it's not going to be live. So when I hit this yellow button, it's going to make it live. So I make sure my information is correct. I write this down because this is the information I'm going to be turning into Google Classroom. I click continue. It has me type some numbers in. I hit OK. And this blizzards125.weebly.com is now my website. So I would turn this into Google Classroom with Mrs. Dillinger and Mr. Saugenhoff, and I'm all done. So this should be a nice, easy project to wrap up the end of the year. Any questions, you can always email Miss Stolarski. Her email can be found on the library homepage. Have a lovely day.